Hi, this is Shade Foray with TaxSaleSupport.com. I'm here with Steven Swenson, and this is the TaxSaleSupport.com Property Deals of the Week for March 17th, 2020.
Yeah, exactly. And today we're going to be talking about a California tax sale and how California tax sales work.
Yeah, so California is a tax deed state. What that basically means is that state law gives property owners a set time period, a grace period. In California, that's going to be 5 years that the state will give the property owner before they will foreclose on their property, in order to collect the delinquent amount owed. And so when they do that, they'll offer up the properties for sale at the auction, where you can buy those properties up just like any other foreclosure.
Yeah, exactly. So the bidding is going to start at the delinquent taxes, penalties, and fees, and these auctions can be held either through a live auction or through an online auction that you can participate online.
Yeah, but California is actually one of the few states that does not offer or have any kind of over-the-counter offerings.
Yeah, what they'll actually do is any properties that don't sell, they'll take those properties and offer them up in a resale later on in the year, where many times they'll start it at a discounted cost, where we've seen them start for as little as $100 to $500.
Yeah, they can be a great way to find properties at just a fraction of value.
Yeah, but today we want to talk about Alameda County, which is the Oakland area of California.
Yeah, and they are holding an online auction here through Bid for Assets that's going to that's scheduled to begin on the 20th of March here and go to through the 23rd.
Exactly, and this is a tax deed auction, so any of these properties, when you're bidding at the auction, you are actually buying the property.
Yeah, so we can see this first one here, located in Oakland, has an opening bid amount of about $12,000. It has assessed value listed at $68,000. Zillow value on the property tells us it's about $806. Let's take a look at some of that.
Yeah, so you're starting out, with a $12,000 opening bid, low opening bid. Here and looking at some of the property details, we can see that this property does have a homeowner extension exemption, which, is going to count for $7,000, and it also will kind of lower that over assessed value. But we see that there is value in the property, and it's starting at a low opening bid amount.
Yeah, we can also see there under the description, it tells us, single family residential home used as such. We can see the values that are listed there. Total value about $68,000, minus what they give for that exemption here. And here we can see the overhead images along with a street side image of the property as well. So we can see it's an average lot there, and the home size is probably fairly average too.
Yeah, really, and not a bad home, not a bad area. Especially looking at the price, and when we're looking at it, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, around 1,300 square feet, but we see it has a value of around $800,000, and it's renting out, or has a rent estimate for around $3,000 a month. Yeah,
which that's an amazing property. Opening up for as low as $12,000, and it has the potential to bring in $3,000 a month in just rent income.
Yeah, well, even if you were let's say it's worth $400,000, there's still so much potential profit when you start starting out at around $12,000.
Yeah, there's a lot of profit potential there with that deal, depending on what it bids up to.
Yeah, I really like this second home, starting out around $31,000. It has an assessed value of around $287,000, which I kind of found interesting. I'm kind of wondering if the exemptions played a part, because this one didn't have an exemption in it.
Yeah,
but it has a Zillow value of around $760.
Yeah, those are some impressive numbers. Let's take a look. So. Here at the $31,000 opening bid amount here, let's take a look at some of the property details. We can see single family home. So we've got land value of $86,000, improvements valued at $200,000 here.
Yeah, we also see down underneath the exemptions, there isn't any exemptions on the property. We have the address there, and in looking at it, it's really kind of a real nice property. Fenced. Even the condition looks pretty good, at least within the photos.
Yeah, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, about 1,164 square feet. They have the rent estimate on this one at $3,000 a month, and an estimated value of $764,000. So again, it has that potential to bring in, a ton of revenue with a very small opening bid.
Yeah, absolutely. All of them are starting at pretty good values.
Yeah, really at $30,000 opening bid amount, the bid to value is really closer to about 5% probably, if those numbers were accurate.
Yeah. Well, and I bet that they're pretty close to what properties like this are selling for if they've got a clean title or whatever.
Yeah, these are just California prices, and again, this is not as bad as it is in some places there where you have homes that are even more. But again, this is quite a bit for these homes.
Yeah. Well, and this home too is in kind of outside in the suburbs of Oakland a little bit. Starting at 15,000, assessed value at 94, but then a Zillow again close to 800,000.
Those numbers are really shocking. It is interesting how there's such a wide variation between the assessed values on the properties. It varies quite a bit there, and interesting to know exactly why, because it's not always reflected in how they assess the value of the property.
Yeah, probably, based off tax. But we do see that there is, value in this property, and there's that exemption within there as well. So, there is a homeowner exemption within this property.
Yeah, so about $94,000 is the estimated value there. And let's take a look here at it. So we can see, it has been certainly cared for. This property is actually a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, about 1,500 square feet. And it has a rent estimate of about $3,200 a month.
Yeah,
it's really impressive.
Yeah, not a bad property. Could be a good rental property. Could be a property you could live in. Based on some of these conditions, these could be really good values, even if you have to, bid up the property to $100,000 or $200,000. If the property's worth $800,000,
it's still going to be
even if you bid it up to $400,000 or $500,000, you'd still have $300,000 of potential profit in the deal.
Of course, before you spent that much, we'd want to do a lot more research into it for sure. But you could easily spend several $100,000 on this without even, without batting an eye.
Well, we can see that, as far as the value, they have it going up within the last 30 days as well. So, they've seen some positive trends within this area.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is for the Alameda County sale here in California. It's going to be done through Bid for Assets on the 20th to the 23rd of March.
Yeah, and we just went through a few of the properties there. There's over 191 properties available on that list. Now, some of those properties have been redeemed between now and then, but there is still a ton of properties. I only went through, just one of the first couple of pages to
it's a big list. There's bound to be a lot of properties that go to auction.
Yeah, so if you'd like to learn more about tax sale investing, you want access to any of our auction list or over-the-counter list, be sure to check out our membership program at taxsalesupport.com. It's only $30 a month, $29 a month if you do a year up front, and we offer a money-back guarantee, and you can cancel at any time.
Yeah, it's certainly the best bargain for training, and also for things like lists. For investing, just to help you save time. So, we do appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos and to follow all of our updates.
Yeah. Like Shade said, thank you. And if you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. We definitely appreciate that, and be sure to subscribe.
We'll see you later.